Hey everybody, I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. Welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers, and today we're going to be talking about Redfork from TKO Studios. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups, and today we're going to be talking about Redfork, which is a brand new graphic novel from TKO Studios. Now, it's written by Alex Paknadel, with artwork by Nil Vendrell, and coloring by Giulia Brusco. And the lettering, because we always got to mention the lettering, solid lettering in this book, by the way, by Ryan Ferrier. Redfork is awesome. So the cool thing about TKO, and we've talked about them before, Wave 1, Wave 2, this is Wave 3, and it is led, to me, by Alex Paknadel's Redfork. This book was awesome. It is horror, and it is rural horror based on a mining town in like a West Virginian type area, right? Something like that. But it is really great. First of all, it's body horror, but it's also got a lot of personal stuff to it. Really cool. It's about this dude. He's an ex-con. He's just out of prison. He returns to his hometown, to his family, and this is a town that has been used and abused and exploited by this mining company. And so many people rely on this mining company for their livelihood. And then, of course, you have the epidemic of drug abuse going on, right? And the way that the horror in the story is tied in and related through subtext and just right on the nose observations with that theme of addiction and dependence. It's absolutely splendid. So Alex Paknadel does something really great here. He builds this up through character work. The characters all ring true. So we got the ex-con returning home, but the entire town itself of Redfork is a character, and each individual member are characters. I liken this to something like Twin Peaks. When Twin Peaks first started, it was so brilliant with the way it built up the character of this town and this story with the little characters that populated it. That's something that happens in the early issues of Redfork, and I think it's absolutely exceptionally well done by Alex Paknadel, who we've had on the show. You should check out Rockin Robbie Live with Alex Paknadel. Great interview, a great solid dude. But Redfork also gets into that Cronenberg type body horror, and it does it in such a great way where the pace is just perfect. But the way that Alex is able to blend the thematic subtextual elements of the story with everything right there on the surface, like the great character work, the amazing pacing, the body horror, to me is just exceptionally brilliant and makes this one of the best TKO books I've ever read. Seriously. Sarah, Sentient, Redfork. There is a standout in each wave for me. In Wave 3, it is Redfork. You got Nil Vendrell, who did the artwork in Shirtless Bear Fighter. The artwork is great. They're able to handle all of the humanity of the story. It feels real. It's got great line work. It's got great, almost house-style line work at times. But then when it starts getting into the horror, the artwork just starts shining. And the coloring by Brusco is amazing. Brusco's colored a lot of the TKO books, like Seven Deadly Sins, for instance, which is it's just a great Western. And I do applaud TKO for everything being so different, a different genre, a different vibe, a different tone, a different theme. And that's something that's really exceptional, is the diversity in their line. But Redfork is a fantastic book. Alex does a great job of blending his themes into the absolute great body horrific and character elements of the story. The artwork is solid. It's grounded. It feels real. It doesn't feel out there until it needs to. And when it does, it's just the way that it subtly starts ramping itself up. And then when you get to the final 2 chapters of the book, it just starts really erupting in that body horrific, gory awesomeness, which we love here in the PCP Army. And it's great. Coloring solid. The story is super solid. The artwork is great. I absolutely love this book. I stayed in West Virginia for just a small time. Back in like 2007, we were making the Greenlit album. And I feel what he's going for here. And there is a lot of on-the-nose references and metaphors and all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of subtext there that you dig a little bit deeper in, and it's just so rich of a story. The way that Alex and company are telling a story about addiction and exploitation and the fossil fuel industry, and doing it in a rural mining town set body horror comic book is absolutely just brilliant. Fantastic book. I highly recommend it. I'm throwing a link down below to the Amazon link. You can check it out there for a great price. Help support PCP. I'll also throw a link down below to TKO's website. And if you're on TKO's website and if you buy anything there, you might as well use the code EVERYTHING20. That's Bob's from Everything Comics discount code. I think it gets you like 10 or 20% off or something. But it's definitely worth your time to check this out. If you liked Redfork, if you liked Redfork, read Redfork. If you liked Alex's other work on books like Friendo, Arcadia, Turncoat, I love that kind of work. Giga is a new one right now. Definitely recommend that you check this out. If you like the artwork on Shirtless Bear Fighter and you want to see what they can do with a little bit more of a subtle, horrific type title, definitely check it out. And if you've been digging what TKO's been doing so far, which I have, and I applaud them, this book you can get right now in a graphic novel. You can get it in 6 individual comics that come in a nice, well done slipcase, or you can get it all digitally. I'm going to throw the link down below to the graphic novel and then the link to TKO Studio. And by the way, if you do buy it there, like I said, put in an Everything 20 code. That gives you, I think, 20. It should be 20 if it's Everything 20. Whatever. Check out Bob's videos. He knows the code 100%. I just want to give him a shout out because Bob's my homie. Anyway, Redfork by Alex Paknadel, Nil Vendrell, and Giulia Brusco from TKO Studios has my more than seal of approval. I highly encourage you to check this one out. I think it's one of the best books of the year. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the video. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. Please do join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on reading.